guys, this is June Area, the K-pop nerd. I'm an artist developer and a producer, and here is my show where I explain you Korean K-pop songs. Well, not just explain, I review, I watch them, I analyze them, and all this stuff. Make sure you're watching my previous episodes, I already released a few, and make sure you smash the thumbs up button and let me know in the comments like how you like this or if you want anything changed. So I'm gonna go straight into it. This is Alexa, one of the really new generation of K-pop artists. She's from the States actually, but Korean, half Korean, right? And she has made a really impressive entry into K-pop, and usually she has more like energetic and themed songs, you know, like a lot of cosplay in there. But this time it's a ballad. I already heard the song and watched the music video. If you haven't already, go out there, Alexa, Never Let You Go, watch the music video, because I'm not gonna react to it. I'm not gonna show the full music video here. I assume you already done that. I'm only here to review and explain it. Okay, let's go. First of all, my impression, I didn't have big expectations from this. Generally, I haven't been watching a lot of ballad music videos these days because, I don't know, I didn't feel them. But I got very pleasantly surprised from this. Before I start, I want to let you know that I've started adding these subtitles here because I think it really helps, you know, people that don't know Korean to understand the song deeper, because all these songs, guys, these K-pop songs, they do have deep meanings. It's not just this, you know, random words put together, okay? And especially ballad songs, and especially for this song, yeah, I thought it was necessary to show you some of the lyrics, you know, as we go through the song anyways, you can see what's up. So yeah, let's listen to the song first though, right? And then I will turn on the lyrics later. So this is a classic ballad song. It starts with a piano, with an introduction. Really great space. We have the guitar, we have an acoustic guitar, and we have her voice really covering the guitar. This is a really nice space for you know, a ballad song. Her voice is beautiful, like really coming out really well. And you can see the voice, like it becomes so important now when we're getting a little away from pop into these ballads. You know, it becomes increasingly important to have for every single word to be sung, you know, very precisely with emotion, you know, especially emotion, not a random emotion. And that's a big advice to you guys out there that are trying to sing something. It's not whatever emotion you like and it comes out naturally. I mean, that's great if you're just covering songs or whatever. But if you're trying to become a professional artist, it's really nice to start getting, you know, like your lyrics and start analyzing the words and how should I really sing this, you know, like to express this emotion the best and how it goes with this language. So here we see a really nice example, you know, do, like how she gives this extra emotion. Also, I guess you guys didn't know, because I guess that's why I'm doing this. So Alexa didn't just go to the studio and just sang this one time or 2 times or 3 times and call it a day. It doesn't work like that, especially in high quality music like K-pop. There is a vocal director, which could be her coach, actually, her vocal coach, but usually there's a vocal director, and they coach the Alexa, for example, or any other K-pop singer. When they go to the studio recording, they tell them through the mic, of course, because they're in an isolated room, they tell them, hey, can you try to do this way, that way, you know, and you start recording. I mean, you do the first song. I mean, if you search up, maybe you find some of my videos that I did this with my artists in the past. What you do anyways is you start with the whole song, you just record a draft of the whole song, and then you go part by part, you know, sentence by sentence, and then you even focus on words. You just record words, not by just saying one word, by thinking and just focusing on this one syllable, one word to say it perfectly. The rest doesn't matter because it's already recorded, and everything, all these little parts are connected, and you get this perfect result, okay?
정말 좋아 보여. 처음 만난 그때처럼.
Yeah, really great. So we see the entry of the piano here. These are arpeggio on the acoustic guitar, and the piano are pretty much ballad, right? Really nice. You can hear the little delay here and reverb. Like going into the space, filling up the space between the notes. That, you know, it's ballad. I mean, it happens in every song. It happens in pop music too. It's just you don't hear it that much, of course. And here we have the chorus.
As far as I know, 늘 함께였어. 너무 어려서.
It's really great. And what I want to say here, this sounds more like a traditional real ballad song rather than this OST that everything explodes in the chorus in the most cheesy way. I'm sorry guys, I'm really not into OST songs. Like OST songs are, I mean, the ones they use in dramas and I mean TV series and stuff like that, like these so ultra romantic cheesy ones. I don't know. I'm not really this much. I mean, this could be TV series too. I'm just saying like it's more down to earth, really nice ballad song. Amazing, great. Your voice is perfect for this song. Like it's really nice. I like it doesn't explode to crazy like heights or anything. It's just what it is. Really nice. And then of course we're going to the second verse, and in the second verse in these kind of ballads usually you have what happened in the first verse regarding the instrumental, but also you have the addition of more instruments because you already increased the energy during the course and you don't want to drop it too much because it's a ballad. People will, you know, sleep. So you see, so you have the drums here on top of the guitar and you have extra guitar notes playing. And the piano, of course.
And
this is the chorus, and of course we have again the chorus, right? And then we can hear the electric guitar. I mean, there's electric guitar, just a few notes here and there before, but here we got more intense electric guitar. This kind of ballad songs don't have solo because in modern ballad pop, let's call it, this is ballad pop, they don't allow for this, you know, guitar solos. It's not very usual anyways. So yeah, this is the bridge. It really takes you somewhere, right? And then amazing scene. We're gonna investigate later. And that's how it finishes. So this is the song, right? So what is this song about? Can you guess? So this song is about a lover. I'm gonna say you, okay? Like you doesn't mean you specifically, but it could be you, it could be anybody. I don't want to say C, you know, because it could be anybody. So it's a lover you used to have and you didn't appreciate. At that time, you know, you were very young, you were naive, you didn't know how good that relationship was, and you just lost this lover. And now, after some time, you realized how precious he was, and you still miss him, you still want him. And as we will see, that's why Alexa here says, I will never let you go. She means if I meet you again, if I find you again, I will never let you go. Could be specifically for this guy, obviously the past guy that she feels about it, or she could potentially talking about a new love. that if she finds something like that again, she will never let go. So let's go check through the lyrics very fast. So yeah, this is actually the title of the Korean song. It's called Olemania, which means it's been a while, and that's how the song starts. And in English, of course, the title is different. I Will Never Let You Go. That's how the song starts here. It's been a while, Olemania. Right? It's like she's writing a letter, but yeah, maybe not really. Maybe it's just her thoughts, right? She's thinking this. She says, you look even better now. It shows something like she knows how he's doing. And then, like the first time we met, your smile makes me laugh, right? So yeah, she saw him somewhere. So maybe this is a situation that you have somebody, your ex-lover in your mind, but you don't really think much about it, but you saw him somewhere or her, and or you, I don't know, maybe online on social media, and then when the thoughts start happening, and I breathe again, though, she says here. So it seems like she has been lost, and by seeing this ex-lover, let's say ex-lover, she breathes again, right? So this is a very key lyric here.
As far as I know, 늘 함께였어.
Right? 함께였어 means, as you can see in the subtitle anyways, like as far as I know, which is like as far as I'm concerned, right? We always been together. Means I have always been thinking with you. I've always been in love with you. Although we separated at some point, I've always been in love with you. Right? She says, I was too young. I didn't know how precious you are, like we were saying. And so if I meet you again, this is the... I'll take your hand and never let you go. I will never let you go. I will tell it to you. Not just something I'm thinking. I will say so to you so you know it.
I'll never let you go.
Okay, and then we go to the second verse, which it repeats and expands a bit on the idea. So finally looks like we came all the way here, right? Like, I remember everything we said, even if you love me. So she finds this robot here actually in the music video, and we're gonna go through the story of the music video in a minute. She kind of talks about the past, right? Like the moment they separated, even if you love me, think only of me, I let you go. She talks about the past, and we can see, of course, this in Korean. This is the past here, this double I mean, on the verb, so it's poneso, right, which is in the past. The English are not so clear here. That's why it's a bit confusing sometimes to watch only by subtitles. But in the Korean, everything is in the past here. So she's describing the moment when they separated and she let him, right? Then poneso means sent. Poneda means sent, and poneso means like I sent you away. We're getting back to the same point as the first verse. As far as I know, and here we repeat the chorus. And after the second chorus, we're going to the bridge. I want to say here quickly, just observe this little Alexa comes here at some frames. It's very interesting because when you're watching on YouTube, it's like this, click, right? But here I can actually stop it and I can see the Alexa. I don't know if there is some competition going on that you have to count the little Alexas here. It's very interesting. I've seen a couple of more of them the rest of the video. So at the bridge, she emphasizes what is pretty much said in the rest of the song, and she expands, like it says, if I meet you again, I'm gonna say hello, it's been a while, which is the title of the song in Korean, Olemania. And she says this is the word she has been thinking and practicing every day. Like, if I get the chance to talk to this my lover again, what would I say, right? And then So here we have a different vocalized version without all the crazy stuff going on of the chorus with different lyrics. This is also typical in these ballad songs for an outro, which usually the full feeling is really expressed here, because at the beginning it's like, okay, yes, I just remember her ex-lover, but here she makes it clear, you're the only thing I'm thinking about, you know, I'm very desperate, like I really want to meet you again, you know. Yeah.
I will never let you go.
So this is a song that actually touched me. I'm not, as I said, I'm not very much into ballads these days, but I really liked this one. And also remind me when I was really young, like 10, 11, 12-year-olds, and we did these silly parties in elementary school. You know, I would go to the girl I liked and ask her to dance this ballad, and it was the absolutely only chance I get to be that near this girl, and she get this is her only chance to be near me, of course, because, you know, it's elementary school. We didn't like even kiss or anything. So it was, yeah, it was the 80s and 90s, guys, early 90s, different times. So yeah, this is Ore Mania, Never Let It Go from Alexa. Amazing song. Let's go actually check the music video a bit now, right? So in the beginning we see this little robot here, which makes an appearance in the rest of the music video as well, and is definitely a symbol. Obviously, it's somewhere, you know, we see sand here is by the sea, and here we see some guy's hand getting removed by her hands, and this is a very big symbol. It means I've been blinded all this time and now I realized it, right? Here I cannot see it, I couldn't see it all this time, how great you were, but now I realized all this, right? I came to realize this, now my eyes are open. So this is somewhere in the suburbs of Seoul. That's how suburbs in Seoul look, okay? These big cities that they make around the Seoul metropolis, right? The Gyeonggi-do. I don't know which one is specific here, if it's Suwon, if it's somewhere else. I don't think it's Suwon, actually. Maybe it's in Paju. See, wherever it is, it's very typical, you know, these super ultra tall buildings here, and they obviously give the feeling of isolation. Why? Because, you know, there is nothing like more isolated than having many people around you and you being alone, because if you're in a desert or somewhere far away, there's nobody except, you know, scorpions and snakes, you're just the only person. But especially when you see this, you know, like, but nobody else. You see all these buildings, you know something is there, but you're still alone here, right? But also we can connect it with the previous scene, like how he was there, now he's not, okay? Like how he disappears, like how that's maybe his her memory, and now he's not there anymore, okay? And she realizes. There she is. Maybe this is the place they separated, right? They broke up. And she starts her story from here. She starts walking. It's a walking music video. She keeps walking and going places. So this is a maths book. I don't know if it has any significance that, or it's a random book they use for this music video. So she goes through this place here. This is a lot like how Seoul looks like, by the way, like pretty much everywhere in the city. Oh, you see Christmas tree here, so you know they've actually filmed this very recently, this Christmas. We will see snow later, so it also means, yeah, they pretty much filmed it like very recently. So yeah, this is typical Seoul here, you know, these poles here for the cars to not go through some areas, you know, and the little coffee shops here, you know, everywhere. So it's really typical Seoul, or around Seoul anyways. Really nice shots here, by the way. I have filmed some similar stuff before, like in the streets of Seoul. Especially I remember Ferry and Kim Kipum till midnight. Spend the whole day from morning to night filming around the streets. I have also filmed with Siren ST before that. Another music video that was zero budget completely. The other one was not. It's very interesting. Like, I think probably here they went very early in the morning to find this kind of space, or maybe, yeah, like this is very early in the morning to find this kind of space without people. It's very rare actually. And in Seoul, unless you're super huge movie production, you cannot really get this isolation. Even if you get the license, you cannot really close the streets completely, you know. So when I filmed those, I had to film, you know, with the people there, and I tried to hide as good as I could. So we see here, you know, this nice skyline, lots of high-rise buildings. If you're not from Asia or not from a big city like in the States, you're usually or in from, you know, Dubai and these kind of places, and you may be not very used to this kind of high-rise buildings. And I will tell you this, it's not about how tall a building is in Korea. Sure, they have, you know, Lotte Tower is 555 meters, 555 meters. It's pretty huge, pretty tall. It's actually the tallest in the OECD, the 20 richest countries of the world, right? But there's taller like in Dubai, in China, right? But it's not about the tall, it's about the amount of buildings. That's the big shock. If you've never been to Korea and you're coming from any country, which I didn't mention before, you're gonna be a little shocked. Like, there are thousands of high-rise buildings, not just a few high. Like, every building is high, like 200, 300 meters. So many, like, apartment buildings of 200 meters, 300 meters. And it's not just 1 or 2 or 10 or 20. There are hundreds. Like, they just keep going forever. And you get the feeling how many people are actually living here, right? So we see a tape here saying here lyric. I don't know if there is any significance, why they put it there, and how this is related to the lyric. I cannot find any significance. I want to say, like, Alexa is a very pretty girl, okay, like, and she always looks pretty, of course. She has this very likable face by Koreans. She's Korean. She has the Korean face. It's not, you know, foreigner looking completely, but she also has these foreign characteristics, the pretty blonde girl characteristics anyways that Koreans like a lot. So she's very likable, and obviously very pretty, very, very pretty. So here she goes over this is the Han River here, the river in the middle of Seoul. Okay, and these are the highways, might be the Olympic Row, depending on which side they film. This is one of the bridges here. And here we are. So I do have a feeling, though, it could be anywhere else. It could be in Incheon, it could be somewhere else, because I see, you know, I don't see the typical skyline here. I see some factory, so it's somewhere out of Seoul for sure. And she keeps getting anyway away from civilization. Really nice scene here. Yeah, this looks a lot like Incheon or somewhere. And these buildings too, they could be Incheon actually, the city of Incheon. So eventually she reaches this forest, right? It doesn't mean it's anywhere near the previous location, okay? You know that, guys, right? It could be another day of filming, actually, an entirely a day of filming. And I wanted to make a little asterisk here, a little note, that in this case, that they're not filming a music video, K-pop music video with sets, you know, and they don't restrict the location. It's very possible that they film this in more than one day. Because usually when they film these, you know, music videos like K-pop with, you know, big sets and everything, that's usually done in 24 hours straight or 48 hours, and then they finish. But this one could be any other day on different location. And I really like this burning paper here that has the lyric, and it's really nice. So here we see a really nice tree line, going through, very nice symmetry, very nice, the flaring here, very nice effect. I can tell you the camera they use here is the Areia Alexa. That's the name. Sorry, it's Areia Alexa filming Alexa. I can tell you by the dynamic range of this, like how it can capture all this detail and also the shadows down here, and it's pretty clean. It's not like not other camera can capture exactly this, but I know by feel how this changes, right? Like how the dynamic range changes, that this is that camera. And because every K-pop music video uses that camera anyways. So really nice here, like you see here, like I really like the shadows here, like, and how the sun falls. We see this is next to some highway here. There's some cars passing. So she goes through the forest, and eventually we get to this place here, which is this iced place. I really have no idea where this is, how they could calculate to find this place, because this could happen or not. So I do believe they might have went to the location, and maybe that was day scouting. Day scouting means like you have some plan to film something, but then as you drive there, as you go there, you also see this and you're like, oh my God, I have to film there. So you change your plan, the director does that, obviously, changes the plan and say, okay, let's scrap this away, this part that we thought we're gonna do it there, and let's use this location. So that might have been there because this is a very critical, you cannot predict that this will be there. Although, Koreans usually prepare, plan, and film very fast. I had, as a director, many times, as a music producer as well, which is ridiculous, but as a director as well, I had many calls that say, hey, can you film next week? I'm like, what? And when they say film, they don't mean like just take your camera and come and film us. They mean design the whole music video and everything, arrange everything, the location, the assistants, the art, everything, and let's film next week. Of course, I reject this kind of offer because it's ridiculous, but I know some people can pull it off with big teams and lots of experience, can actually pull it off. They can receive and, okay, yeah, we're filming in a week. Give me the song. The director says, give me the song. I will do it. And ballad song like this, it's possible, of course, but bigger ones, obviously not, like, pop music videos. So here she's actually walking on this, and it is that location. You can see her here, and it's next to the sea with the broken eyes. This is really amazing scene. And we can see in the background some factories, I guess. Oh, and she finds the little guy here, the robot, right? And while she's finding this guy against the little robot, it's actually the part of the song that she's explaining how they actually separated and how she let him go. And I believe this robot has this kind of meaning. It's this broken guy or the broken relationship, just dropped there, and she finds him again. And this is a key. This is really symbolic. Is this thing that you turn behind this mechanical doll, right? So this guy was a mechanical doll that was like, go, 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 this robot. And it's definitely some kind of symbol for the relationship. And she holds the key. It means she took it. She took it out. That's why she has it. She broke this relationship. Oh, and here it is. She turns it and the robot starts again. But that's just her imagination, right? It's not the reality. And I breathe again. She breathes again, just imagining this, that they could be together again. Now she keeps walking. We have a sudden change from this environment to a more spring, let's call it summer environment, which is not really, it's a winter, but yeah. And here she lifts up this camera, which is a Krasnogorsk 3, right? Probably. Yeah, probably the 3. It's a Soviet Union 16mm film camera, one of the famous ones. And she shows her memories here, right? I mean, it shows this as a memory. Here is one of these other stuff I told you. Like, this is a lollipop, actually, that I told you before, like, you could find around the music video. So this is the memories through the camera. It's definitely not filmed with a Krasnoskor. It's filmed with whatever camera, another camera. Yeah, this is, you see, the camera. Anyway, she keeps walking into far away. I don't know where is that. Mongolia, maybe. It looks like it. So yeah, she keeps walking, and the night comes out, and here we have an amazing scene. So she reaches the end. So here you cannot see what's happening because she looks down, you know. But wow. This is an amazing image. She has her tears here, right? Ready to fall, and they will fall. And the way she raises this super pretty girl, you know, and it breaks your heart, right? Like, why are you crying? Don't cry, you know, like, you get this kind of feeling, right? So you see, and the tear falling is really pretty, really nice, and all this bokeh stuff going around. So this is usually they put something in the front of the lens, and you know, it creates this nice little bokeh rotating here, and this stars moving in the background. You see, there is a lot going in creating the image, except of course the really nice lighting here that keeps everything soft while illuminating really great, really nice, pretty. But you know what I'm going to say, yeah, it takes a lot to create a nice image. This would be kind of boring if you just had a backdrop and with some stars, I don't know, something like that. But you know, you see the extra effort they put on this to create this really nice environment. Right, really pretty, really organic. I'm not a big fan of green screens, especially when they're done under $1 million budget. So if you watch, I don't know, the Avengers, sure, it's great green screen. It's everywhere, it's green screen, and they do it greatly because they have, I don't know, thousands of creatives to process this later. I mean, they have very good creatives and very high budget to lead everything properly and film this green screen really great. But also have thousands of creatives to correct any problems, any mistakes, fit everything greatly. So you watch Avengers and you don't even know there is green screen there. But in K-pop music videos, we more than often see some green screen use that it's really not that good anyways. It's not really nice. You can see all these, you know, things flying around, you know, the edges and stuff. So I really like when they do scenes like this organically. See, they added all this organic stuff going around, and it's a really pretty scene, and they didn't have to do anything with the green screen, and that saves the day. See, these are obviously add-on graphics, or they might be an opacity. You see, it's a fade in. A little too much, but yeah, she reached the end of the world. That's what I mean. This means she reached the ends of the world, of the universe, to find him again. Amazing song, really nice. I think, you know, the music video is really nice, really fitting. Her voice is great. She's super pretty here, really great. I love this one, really nice. So guys, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button, okay? I really need your likes. I'm not begging for your likes. I'm just explaining, like, in order for me to keep going and keep doing this nice thing here, I really need your support. I really need this video to get out there. because it doesn't make sense to, create this without having some exposure. Also, I really want your feedback. I really want to know that you like this, or if you don't like something, write down in the comment, not just the negative stuff, write the good stuff too, write what you like, and especially write what you thought about the song, right? I want to hear what you thought, what you think about this song. And also tell me, some songs maybe you like me to review, like this, maybe some older songs, we will see. Now I'm trying to catch up with the new ones first. And obviously, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do right now. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell, please, okay? And if you don't know, I do have a Patreon. If you support me there, it's really amazing because I can continue making tons of this. And I love doing that. Of course, I'm making also the remixes for now. Been making them for about 11 years. I'm not gonna suddenly stop now, but yeah, I want to focus on these ones too right now, okay? Because this exposes more who I really am, an artist, developer, and producer. I'm not some guy, that just does DJs or remixes, okay? It's just something you guys liked before, and I kept doing. But I want to show you more of my true knowledge, and I have been in depths in K-pop, much way beyond the remixing and like music producing or song creation. I have worked with artists, I have filmed music videos directed, I have been through history, okay? So, but I never had the chance to actually show you that. Me being in the filming sets, assistant to big names. So that's what I'm trying to show with this series here. So thank you for your support again. The best you can do is hit the like button or go to my Patreon and subscribe. Even $1 helps. So thank you guys for watching. This is the K-pop Nerd. Have a nice day.